for sitting down with me this evening. I'm honored to be interviewing you, one of the pioneers yourself in the media field. And you were the mistress of ceremony for tonight's event. We now have the inaugural Black Legend Awards, Silicon Valley, under our belt. Just what do you think? How did tonight's event go, and just how are you feeling right now?
Right. Well, Terry, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Thanks for being here and the interviews that you and Queen Anne have done tonight. So it's been great. It's such an honor to have been part of the inaugural event. I think that one of the things we forget in Silicon Valley sometimes is how many African Americans have made such contributions. My show is Signature Silicon Valley, and it's about people putting their signature on it. So I think tonight was wonderful. It was such a warm spirit. People were excited about each other, cheering each other on, and really supporting the vision to have a Black museum in Silicon Valley, a museum honoring the African Americans who've made history. And to have that as a legacy is something that's so important. So the fact that all of these agencies came together in a visionary way, and this has happened, is just amazing. And I'm glad to be a part of it. It was fun co-emceeing with African Davis. So we had fun.
Awesome, phenomenal, great. You're absolutely right. Tonight was phenomenal. It was very inspirational. It was very motivating. You know, just made you want to just get up and do more.
Yes.
Was there any part in the program that especially touched you, or that was maybe enlightening to you?
You know what I continue to hear people say is, I didn't take no for an answer. And it was kind of a comical moment when African said, and thanks for all the people who were the naysayers. And I said, oh, you're giving love to the haters. But I think there's a really special lesson there, because anyone who has a God-given purpose, a dream, and a destiny faces opposition many times. And to keep on going, we were celebrating the achievements. What we didn't talk about tonight were all of the struggles. But that, and seeing the lady who stood up who was 100 years old and waving, and just that spirit, because 100 years ago, what was this valley like? And what were our opportunities? And then you think back even further to our ancestors before that time, who couldn't have imagined tonight, perhaps, yet at the same time had that dream that life has to be better. And it is better because of the Black pioneers we're celebrating. So the whole evening was moving, but I think those were some of the moments that stood out for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you. What would you like to see next year? Being that this was the first year, would you like to see anything in particular next year, perhaps for the committee to explore or do?
Well, for one thing, obviously we'd like to see more people. I think this was a wonderful event, and it was great, and it was intimate in a lot of ways. But this kind of event needs all communities to come together and celebrate. And people kept saying, and bring more youth, because I think there's a disconnect sometimes, and especially now with what's happening in our country, it's really important for people to understand history, and that even during times of great trouble, there was triumph.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me this evening.
Terry,
you look beautiful. You did an awesome job.
You're so kind.
And I think this concludes our interviews. Thank you.
Thank you.